shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. Downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively.
Hi, I'm Jenny Jingles, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Monday, December 23rd. I'm your host, Dani Gurry. Well, are you off work today? I know most of the country is probably off. The next 2 weeks, I feel like, are going to be zero production in local organizations. I mean, I'm working, but I don't think many other people are working. Oh, yes. Good morning to you, Michelle. Good morning. Well, if you're not working, if you're at home, maybe you're still snuggled up in bed because it is cold outside. Leave me a comment and let me know that you're here with us because today is the huge reveal of the winner of the Maryland Lottery Wreath, which is so exciting. It is very exciting, and I can't wait to share that with you. Let's talk about what else is happening today. Of course, we've got trending stories with Dani and Marco. Then I'm going to go over what's happening in Frederick this week, this weekend, and coming up that you're going to want to mark your calendars for. I've got a gorgeous lab mix on Possum Pets today. And then we're going to talk about what's for dinner with Common Market. Well, actually, it's more like what's for dessert. We're going to be talking pies. Oh my gosh, so good. And then live, we're going to have Teresa from Visit Frederick talking about the 200th anniversary of Lafayette's visit to Frederick. There was a Frenchman who came to Frederick in 1824. And Visit Frederick has a bunch of events coming up this weekend, celebrating that. I want to say hi, good morning to my friend Melinda. Yes, they are off. She's, I think, technically off today. Are you working from home today? Today might be an off day. Who knows? I think pretty much every company has said stay home and work and do what you can. But yeah, it's going to be a very light week, I think. All right. And then, yes, right at the end of the show, we will have our winner of the Maryland Lottery Wreath, which hopefully will make for a very nice holiday for whoever wins that $100 worth of Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. And just a reminder, of course, well, you can't go back in until Thursday till the end of the year. But our charity of the month is Blessings in a Backpack. And proceeds from all the sales from Good Morning Frederick merch is going to go to Blessings in a Backpack. And I know they were extraordinarily busy leading up to the school closings, which was on Friday. Friday was the last day. Last day. Good morning to Brandy. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, Melinda says it's a work from home day. Yes, thank you. Thank you for watching on a work from home day. Of course, I know you can juggle and multitask. And good morning to Mama Cone. Mama Cone is cozy in her jammies still, I think. So there you go. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel or have friends subscribe. We are, I think, at 1130. Would love to get to 1400 by January 14th, which is our 200th show. 200th show. And don't forget about the podcast. If you're in the car, you just want to listen, you can find Good Morning Frederick wherever you get your podcast from, including Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeart, and other platforms. All right, let's go ahead and get this Monday morning rolling. We must thank our show's sponsor, We Help You Move. Whether you're moving across the street or across the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts make that process easier. We Help You Move is veteran-owned and a great supporter of the Frederick community. WeHelpYouMove.com. All right, every Monday morning, it is my brother Marco and I giving you all the trending stories from social. I think you're going to enjoy this one. It was quite fun.
Hey, and welcome to a fantastic Monday morning. Why is it a fantastic Monday morning? See that behind me? Right there. The Commanders have won 10 games in a season. The first time a new head coach has ever done that in franchise history. That's pretty sad, actually.
No, it is pretty sad considering all the new coaches we've had over the years, for God's sake.
Huge win over the Philadelphia Eagles yesterday. The Ravens also big winners 2 days. They played on Saturday against the Steelers and whooped them. So if you were living in the Maryland, D.C., Virginia, the DMV, you have to be happy on this Monday. We're going to start by saying, please hit share, like, follow, comment. It helps these videos get out. And of course, Dani is the queen of Frederick. She knows everything going on in there for Good Morning Frederick. It'd be helpful for that. So if you love Frederick, if you love Maryland, hit share, like, comment, and be a part of the show here. It is trending stories for Monday morning. And we start with the Washington Commanders, who beat the Philadelphia Eagles on a last-second touchdown by Jaden Daniels.
Almost like the Bears game. Seriously, it literally came down to seconds on the clock. Unbelievable comeback, because that was literally the roller coaster of football games. I mean, I walked out of the room after the first quarter and just thought, not even gonna bother.
Yeah, I ran the gamut. I felt like I worked out for like 3 hours, and I haven't worked out in months, but I was up, I was down, I was crying, I was screaming, I started laughing. Then I started laughing because I was so pissed. It just was not great. I mean, I just can't even describe what happened in this game. There's so much. 5 turnovers and still winning the game. It's only happened 4 times in the last decade that a team was able to do that. And not only that, I mean, this team especially.
Your kitty is in screen.
Hey, don't do that on my nice leather. Hey, I know you're mad because I was gone for a little while. That's my mascot. Yeah. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Yeah. So anyway, I just was. It was the most bizarre game I'd ever seen because there was a lot of ups and downs. There were a lot of things that I'd never seen actually take place in a game. 5 turnovers. I don't know the last time we did that, but to win on that against the number 1 defense. Jaden Daniels had 5 touchdown passes against the number 1 defense in the National Football League. And yeah, they lost their quarterback, and so that may be something, but he played against the defense. He doesn't play against Jalen Hurts. He plays against the number 1 defense that he just cooked.
Yep, for sure. And it just had a little bit of everything. Look, the first literal 3 quarters, the Commanders just looked out of sync. There were a lot of crazy things going on. I mean, just the drop. It was very. I mean, the fact that we won this game is just unbelievable, to be honest.
Yeah, every time we lose, it's because of penalties, misplays, and turnovers, and that's exactly what this for 3 quarters. Penalties, missed opportunities, and turnovers. That's all we kept doing. I mean, I don't think B-Rob I've ever seen. I mean, I'm so mad at him, and he just dropping balls, not running, not playing. They took him out, actually, because he was so bad, and then we put some other running backs in. But we just cannot – I mean, you're not going to win very many games doing this. Somebody said there was I think these types of games, it's a 1.5% of chance of winning when you have 5 turnovers. So that should tell you what they were battling against. But just an amazing opportunity. Now they've won 2 games in December. They've won 10 on the year, something that this franchise hasn't done in many years. Next week, you've got the Falcons coming to Washington, D.C., and then we close out going to the Cowboys. And so we'll see what happens. But listen, man, 10 wins.
Yeah, incredible, really, to be honest, and a conference win at that, and I think our win actually eliminated the Dallas Cowboys from any playoff hopes, so.
Which made it twice as good. Hi, Bob Miller and the Cowboy fans out there. I know you're not really excited about it, but you know what? They'll be other days.
I know. And I do want to just say something because in Congress, the continuing resolution bill that thankfully the American people just put a lot of pressure on their local representatives to take it from 1,500 pages, I think, to about 160 pages. But a bunch of people in Washington are upset because in that pork-filled crap of 1,500 pages was RFK Stadium. And honestly, as a Commanders fan, I don't think the taxpayers in Iowa should be paying for the stadium here in Washington. And I think we got to come up with a better way than greasing palms and getting money from the government.
Yeah.
To do that sort of thing.
To be clear, though, it did pass the second it went through, but this was just to give DC the ability to fool with this. So this is not that's where Elon Musk was actually wrong. This does not fund the RFK Stadium for taxpayer money. This just transfers all of the power to the city of DC, to the province of DC, to then be able to handle what's happening at the old RFK site. That's all this is. So there was a misnomer, and so this does not fund any money from anybody else. This bill said, hey, because right now it's tied between Maryland, Baltimore, Virginia.
Bill. Right. Put it in a separate bill.
They should. Well, that should be. They should be in all of them. But
yeah, for sure.
But so
okay, my mistake on that one.
But it did pass with the second resolution. They put it in there. So now everything is set for DC to be able to vote on whether or not they want the team back to the RFK site, which I think would be amazing. So that is a win for the organization in that standpoint. But speaking of the a-holes in Congress, I don't know what the big deal is. I say shut it down, and I guess I'm an anarchist because everybody's like, we can't have a government. You guys are looking for anarchy because this government isn't doing anything. But it turns out that they cut just enough out. Now, these a-holes still were able to get their raise, and that brings me to my very first deal here. This guy right here, I don't know if you've seen this, but this is just... It's just asininary, but let me just play this.
You know how much fucking money I've ever had in the stock market? About $20,000. And yet I've been dragged through the mud on this as if like there's some insider trading. Why not? Don't let us trade stock. How about we'll just keep whipping ourselves. How about we don't make any money either? How about just cut our paychecks? We haven't gotten a pay raise since 2008. Yeah, no, actually, no. Yeah, this is a great idea. Let's make Congress a place where only the millionaires can actually afford to do the job. This is a wonderful idea. Because what do the people want? Well, they want an easy button. All my problems will be solved if there's no stock trading. All my problems will be solved if there's term limits. Yeah, but if you think about any of these things for 5 whole minutes, you might quickly come to a different conclusion. Now, what I vote for? Yeah, sure. Who cares? Who cares? Like,
Okay.
it doesn't
we're
matter.
gonna stop it there because this guy right here, it's such nonsense what he's talking about. I want to go ahead and diffuse a couple of things. Number one, he had an estimated value of $200,000 when he started in Congress just 6 years ago, whatever it was. He's now worth $8 million. Okay,
Right.
and no normal person in 5 years goes from a $200,000 bottom line to $8 million unless you're doing insider trading and doing backdoor deals, which is what this guy is doing. And so
Taking
for him,
money. Yep.
so condescending that the American people, guess what? I don't want Congress. You shouldn't even get a $1 raise. Guys, you should actually have a pay cut. You guys are terrible in Congress.
Everyone else has taken pay cuts, and I still go back to anyone in Congress should only be allowed to make the maximum they should be able to make all year is the median income of the people they represent. Because right now, the average wage in the United States is about 60 grand, $56,000, I think is
That's for
average.
a family,
That's
by the way.
everybody.
That's a family, I think.
Well, I think that's the average income of a full-time worker in the United States is about $56,000. But still, for him to be so entitled and to speak so condescendingly without any grace, without any, I was
It's unfathomable.
gobsmacked when I saw that.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. And what would do with what you're proposing here, it make what regular people make. It then takes you out of this bubble that you're in, that you think everybody is doing fantastic because you're not living the lifestyle that these other people live. By the way, this also gave them much better benefits. And by the way, they don't have to do the public health insurance that we have to get. It entitles them to get
paid for
much better. Yeah. So.
And you know what? When he said, just have the millionaires who can afford, you know what? When this country started, it was a volunteer position. Zero pay. It was not a career.
It's not meant to be a career.
That crap.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the people who will volunteer to represent their people and want to do it out of wanting to better their communities. That's what it was all about.
Well, that's why we need term limits, because this was not ever meant to be Joe Biden's 70 years in service.
No.
This was supposed to be every 4 years, new blood, new ideas, new people, and you don't have time to make backdoor deals when you're constantly flipping things over and over.
Right.
So that's BS.
Right.
I hope he gets voted out. I don't know what state he's from. I don't know what congression he's in, but whatever it is, I hope they flip that seat and he never sees public office again. And by the way, just so everybody's aware, Nancy Pelosi is beating in stock trades the stock market by 17%, which has never been done. Not even Warren Buffett is as good at picking stocks as it's clearly insider trading. So to sit there and say it's not is such gaslighting. I hope this guy gets what he deserves.
Yep. And that, it's funny because they've now developed those apps that follow her buys and sells. Everyone is up like 78% more than the average of trades. I mean, come on.
No, unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It's ridiculous to even think that somehow is great. But so I'm beside myself. But the comments in that were, this is the moment that a public servant realizes that he's got to serve the public.
Right.
It's just insane.
It is insane. And speaking of being in Congress too long, I sent you that. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Check this out.
Woman Kay Granger hasn't cast a vote since July, and there was a local reporter in Dallas who looked into this. and found the 81-year-old has been living in a local memory care and assisted living facility for some time. That was not shared with the public. Were you and others in the Texas delegation aware?
I wasn't aware. I think there's no
I
doubt
mean,
a lot of us knew that she was
This woman
being
has been checked into an aged care, memory care facility because she has dementia. And no one thought it would be a good idea to mention this to anyone, including the people she's supposed to be representing.
Again.
Hasn't cast a ballot since July. God knows the ballots she did vote on and where she was in her dementia at the time.
Oh, there's no way she even recalls what she voted for. But here's the other thing. It's like that lady from California a few years ago that had to wheel in like on a stretcher to make these votes. And they're like, hey, you got to vote. They were like, what was that? Dianne Feinstein, I think is who that was.
Yeah.
I mean, what do we... I mean, seriously, they were wheeling this lady in, and then her aides were telling her, well, hey, this is what you want to vote for here. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Stop this. You cannot be Mitch McConnell. All these guys that have been 90 years in Congress have to go. I really hope. I hope that Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy really do this Doge thing, and I hope they push these bills, and I hope they get. We need term limits. We need term limits more now than ever.
Yes, I agree. And I don't think, again, policiesforpeople.com, I hope they're paying attention to it. There are a lot of really, really good, impassioned people that are a part of that. You should check it out. But yeah, the term limits is number one. And to be honest, I mean, they got to get out. They got to get out. They can't be a part of that swampy crap.
Oh, it's got to go. It's got to go. And listen, this is not a left or right issue. This has to be a common sense issue, and just really do something, because this is getting out of hand. It's just incredible, and it's stupid, and I don't understand why. I don't know why we can't do something, because a lot of it, they're not going to pass it because they don't want the capability of they want to stay in and rake all this money in by doing nothing really. And so it's how you going to pass a bill.
Yeah, both of these examples are Republicans. I get pissed, just as pissed at Republicans as I do anyone else, because if you're not for the people, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah. So that's 200 Republicans. I just want to bring this up. It's not really a video on it, but what I love about the Democrats is, boy, they get in lockstep with whatever's happened. The new lockstep is President Musk. They're doing this for one reason, because they really want Donald Trump and Elon Musk together. That is one of the most formidable duos in the history of mankind. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make Donald Trump be like, oh, wait, he's not the president. They want to try to pit them against each other by calling President Musk. But here's what Elon Musk has done. He's just brought to light all the BS that everybody's been saying. He just has a much bigger platform. So keep doing it. It's fantastic. Yeah. I think Donald Trump was smarter than to be like, oh, no, I'm the president. We can't be friends. I don't think that's going to happen. But it's so funny when somebody actually starts to do something, they're right in, boy.
Yes, they are. All of them. The newscasters, all of them are saying it. And I've even seen it come across my TikTok. It's just unbelievable. Look, as an American, we should all be happy that they're looking at cutting all of this. I mean, honestly, it's not doing anybody any favors.
It's no good for anybody.
You know, I saw somebody, you know, when somebody made mention about the 1,500-page continuing resolution, and somebody responded, oh, well, there's somebody cares about all those extra things in there. I don't give a crap. I don't or impact a majority of people in the United States that were studying whether fish swim to the left or the right after they've had too much gin or whatever it is they're funding in these bills. That is for the time when we're making more money than we know what to do with. Then do those sorts of things. Then fund those studies. But right now, you got people still struggling. We got people in North Carolina still not being taken care of. And that was 7 months ago. Unbelievable that we're not even taking care of people here. And yet we're wanting to send billions of dollars overseas to other countries, including Canada. Why does Canada need any money?
It just can't. It can't happen, and it's just why government is broken, and it's why, again. And I know the Democrats don't want to hear that President Trump was given a full whatever to do whatever he wants by the people, but that's what everybody voted for, and it may not be what you like, but your candidate didn't win. So sit back and relax and let somebody else do something, because let me tell you something, the way we've been doing stuff doesn't work. So it's so crazy to me when they're like, this has never been done before. I'm always like, great, maybe this will work. Like, it's so weird that people think that that's a bad thing, that this has never been done before. So because let me tell you something, what we've been doing sucks. So can't get any worse. All right, well, that is your trending stories for today, your Monday morning. Dani, what do you got coming up on Good Morning Frederick this morning?
Well, this morning, let's see. Oh, we're going to be talking live with T from Visit Frederick about Lafayette celebration coming up. And at Common Market, it's all about the pies this week because, of course, Christmas is just a couple days away. So if you're heading somewhere and you want to take something fresh and delicious, stop by Common Market for a lovely pie.
Dude, I love pies. That's fantastic. All right, well, make sure you hit share, like, comment. Let us know what you think, whether you're on the left or the right. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Do you like term limits? We'd love for you to interact with this video and, of course, get it out to more people. So make sure you check out the rest of Good Morning Frederick with Dani Gurry right here. It's Marco and Dani. That is your trending stories for this Monday morning.
Trending steady. It's trending on Twitter.
It's huge. It's trending all over the internet.
Got a little fired up there. We did, for sure. Goodness gracious. Quickly want to say hi to Brittany Summers, Terry Rowe, good morning, Maryland Bakes, Beth, my friend Beth, Scott Key Center, good morning to all of you guys as well. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Good morning. Michelle, no way. No way would I run for office ever. I like to sit back and commentate. That is about it. And good morning to you, Shannon. Oh, those puppies are so adorable. So adorable. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're back with Happening in Frederick, everything you need to know. Possum Pets is coming with Blue, who's an adorable lab mix looking for a home. Then it's What's for Dinner, but we're talking pies with Common Market. Teresa will then join us from Visit Frederick, talking about the 200th anniversary of Lafayette's visit to our great town. And then there's going to be the winner of the Maryland Lottery Wreath will be announced as well. All of that is coming up just after a couple of messages very quickly.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining family beyond compare.
What makes a magic moment? It's a little bit of the unexpected. A lot of something beautiful. And all of the love you can express. This holiday, make your own magic moment with a box from Colonial Jewelers.
So we were looking for a great place to eat, and I decided to take my mom to Thai Merrick.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Oh my gosh, it was just so beautiful. You didn't want to eat it. It was a great presentation, and I tried things I had never tried before. And you walk away just with scrumptious on your mind.
Oh, yeah. So they served us a tea, and an iced tea. And none of us are big iced tea drinkers, but it was one of our favorite things, wasn't it?
Oh, it was sweet and light and delicious.
It was. And then the curry puffs, I think they were.
That was one of my favorite things. It reminded me of something my mother and grandmother used to cook. It was excellent flavor.
Well, if you want excellent flavor, great presentation, I mean to be stuffed, head to Ty Merrick, 1170 West Patrick Street in Frederick, tymerrick.com. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. They do wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, anything you can put on your floor they can handle. Call them today, 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD, or go to atlaswoodfloors.net. All right, I've got the goods on all the events that you're going to want to know about and pretty much anything else. All right, Maryland Lottery scratch-offs just for you, just to say Merry Christmas. All you got to do is text GIFT to 888-465-2944, and I'm just going to get one to you. It's simple, easy. We'd love to be able to give you a Maryland Lottery scratch-off. It's simple. Just text GIFT to 888-465-2944. Then when you go in to pick up your Maryland Lottery scratch-off at the Home of Everything Frederick, make sure you just show the person behind the desk that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and you have texted, and you get to pull a number off the wall. And that number goes to an envelope that they've got. They're going to hand over to you, which has prizes inside. Everything from gift cards and Good Morning Frederick merch to all kinds of great stuff. So please stop by the Home of Everything Frederick now through January 13th, Thursdays to Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., and grab a prize on us. All right, today, December 23rd, there are some good things going on. Hey, if you know of anyone who is struggling and would like free, fresh vegetables and fruit, please have them go to 199 North Place. They are lining up right now, and they are serving until everything is gone. So please, the volunteers are outside in this bitter cold to deliver you guys, anyone who needs it, fresh fruit and vegetables. Want to thank Jeremy Poling for helping to organize that. I believe they do that like once a month. So there's always a way to get food in this town if you need it. 2 to 10, it is Festivus at the Xtivus, which is 10th Ward. You can head over there. And Marion Bright has 4 tours this evening, starting at 5:15. You're going to want to get your tickets at marylanddoubledeckers.com. All right, tomorrow it is Christmas in Urbana. It is a free event, and that is with free cocoa, cookies, activities, caroling, and a Christmas story, which is awesome. Merry Christmas on Wednesday, and Happy Hanukkah. It is the first night of Hanukkah on the 25th. On Thursday, historic downtown Frederick, you can go to the houses of worship. If you stop by the Information Center at 19 East Church Street, you can pick up a printed map. There are some online as well. These are the churches that are open and available for you to tour, and they all have special events going on throughout the afternoon. On Friday, it is day one of the Candy Cane Classic, which is a bunch of girls basketball teams, high school and prep, playing over the next 2 days at TJ High School. And 2 to 4 p.m. on Friday, Lafayette 200. It's the arrival and welcome ceremony at 101 North Court Street. I've learned a lot about this, and we're going to be talking to Teresa right after we finish up here. She's going to be telling us all about these great events celebrating the 200th year that Lafayette came and to Frederick, which is really awesome. On Saturday, again, the Lafayette, we're going to talk about this. It's a history hunt that is happening. They encourage period attire. So if you have any colonial type garb, put it on and head on down to 31 West Patrick Street. They're doing that there. And then 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. also at Rose Hill Manor. They're going to be going over the relationship of the McPhersons, I think, and Lafayette, which is fun. And then the Candy Cane Classic continues. On Sunday, again, you can head to the open house at the historic McPherson home, and that is happening at 105 Court Street. New Year's Eve is just around the corner. If you're looking for something fun to do, you can check out some of these great events happening, some family friendly, some adults only, obviously. You can check out all the listings at the calendar, the Everything Frederick calendar. And then the December 31st is when the raffle finishes up, where you could win a year's worth of groceries from Common Market. You've got to head to go.rallyup.com/free groceries. And your donation or your purchase of those raffle tickets goes to Frederick County Animal Control. Well, it's the Friends of Frederick County Animal Control, and they purchase toys and food and things like that to help our local animals. January 3rd, 4th, 10th, and 11th are the final Maryland double-decker rides to see the lights in Frederick. And of course, January 14th, it is our 200th show. We are putting together some really fun stuff. So from 8 to 10 a.m., we're going to be live streaming from the Home of Everything Frederick. We're going to have a hot cocoa bar, an apple cider bar, some little finger foods, breakfast foods, and logoed cookies. And everybody who comes is going to get something to take home with them. January 16th, it is Trivia for Everything Frederick and more singles at the Home of Everything Frederick. We have heard you. A lot of people were posting on the group. They wanted some fun stuff to happen for the single people. So we need to get you guys all out for some fun trivia, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, January 16th. Come on out to that. And then here are some additional things you're going to want to mark your calendar for. February 5th is the kickoff event at the Weinberg Center for African Americans of Excellence. I think you're really going to enjoy this. Starting in January, I will be streaming interviews with some of the honorees and the photographers, videographers, and the artists. It's going to be a great night. Now, if you don't want to attend, but you'd like to support, if you donate $150, we are selecting students from Boys and Girls Club and City Youth Matrix with their families to allow them to attend this event. February 8th, it's the Bootleggers Ball at Union Mills. That's a 21 and up event. Tickets are on sale now. That is a 1920s. You're going to want to don your 1920s gear. Do you know there's so many 1920s themed parties around here that I've actually now purchased an outfit that I can utilize, but I will wear the same one every single time. So there you go. And then March 5th, we are going to have a reception and auction at Warehouse Cinemas of all the photographs and artwork from African Americans of Excellence. All right, we are going to jump right on. We've got Teresa from Visit Frederick. She is here. Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Dani. How are you?
I am well. Okay, I was gonna say T, but I didn't know if that was something you went by or if that was a loving nickname that Jake called you. So,
well, T is fine. It is my nickname, but that will work.
I love it. Okay, so Lafayette, you are the chairperson of Lafayette 200. Let's tell everybody, because it wasn't until I started researching that I even knew this was a thing. Why don't you give us the history and some of the events happening this weekend?
Absolutely. We are so excited to celebrate the 200th anniversary of Lafayette's visit to Frederick. He visited Frederick in 1824, actually the last weekend of the year, so we are right on target. And his visit was one of the most important historical events in Frederick's history. And we are delighted to be able to join with the American Friends of Lafayette to celebrate this special moment. American Friends is supporting and helping to create celebrations all over the country.
Yeah, because
Lafayette,
when I was reading, he visited a number of states, traveled thousands of miles visiting. So,
he
what was
did.
his role coming to the United States?
Well, his role was he believed in democracy, he believed in human rights and in individual freedom, and felt that America was the place uh, to fulfill all of those ideals. And he
Right.
wanted to come and support. And in his efforts as a young man, he was only 19 years old when he came to America as a major general. And he became a very close friend and confidant of George Washington. In fact, he was really as almost like a surrogate son to Washington.
Oh, very cool. Very
Very
cool. So
close
there's
relationship.
there's some events this weekend. We just talked about them quickly, but what
Sure.
would you say for people wanting to find out more and attend this? What should they do? Should they try to get to all of them?
Well, they can try to get to all of them or pick and choose, but Visit Frederick.org is where to go to find out all the details about each event. But Friday, we will have the Lafayette arrival and welcome ceremony in City Hall Park. From 2 to 4, it will be filled with pageantry. We'll have a fife and drum group, color guard, honor guard, and most importantly, Lafayette himself. We are very, very fortunate to have the Lafayette interpreter from Colonial Williamsburg with us for these 3 days of reenactment events. And he is a star in terms of his ability to present Lafayette authentically. And we're very excited to have him.
That is so fun.
And then we've got our history hunt on Saturday, which will be great fun. Our friends from the Escape Room in downtown Frederick have created a wonderful history hunt all over town to follow in the footsteps of Lafayette's arrival in Frederick. So that really ought to be a great mix of wonderful history and a lot of fun on Saturday. That really is geared for families and people who want to enjoy downtown Frederick.
That's very interactive, a very family friendly thing. And you get to kind of not only go throughout downtown Frederick, but learn a lot along the way, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And then there is an open house at the home in which Lafayette stayed as the guest of Colonel John McPherson, who was a friend from the Revolutionary period. And you'll need to register for that. So go online to visitfrederick.org for that information.
That is wonderful. Well, we appreciate you bringing these events to Frederick and helping us all to learn and celebrate. You know, it's so important. The more history you know about Frederick, the more you got to fall in love with our town here. And we appreciate everything that you do to allow us to enjoy that.
Well, you're very nice to say that. Thank you. We encourage everyone to come out. This is a wonderful opportunity, and as we all know, Frederick loves its history.
Yes,
And
for sure.
this is a fantastic opportunity to learn about, frankly, a very, very important part of our history.
Well, that's awesome, T. We wish you a very Merry Christmas, and we
Thank
hope
you.
to see everybody out at the events this weekend. Go to visitfrederick.org for all the information and the full lineup, and to make sure if you need to register for some of these events, you can. And we thank you guys very much.
Well, on behalf of the Lafayette Bicentennial and Frederick Committee, thank you for this opportunity to share our events and information with you and your audience.
Yes, no problem. Have a great day. All right,
You
thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
That is so exciting. That is very, very cool. Hey, want to say good morning, Josie Devilbus. Thank you so much for checking in and watching this morning. Getting very close to the reveal of the winner of the wreath. All right, we got to take a real quick break. Then we're going to be back with what's for dinner at the Common Market. And Possum Pets is coming up just after a couple messages we got to do to pay the bills.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art's splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, you know, I forgot A&S Construction. They are a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they are right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding. They can also take care of your windows and gutters, as well as building you a patio or deck. Give them a call right now, 301-703-2157, or email info@ansconstruction.net. Because you watch Good Morning Frederick, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or you can take $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know that we sent you. A&S Construction. Building Frederick. I love it. I love the woman in trades, and Sandra's very involved in that as well. Okay, let's see. What are we going to do here? I have got to do Possum Pets. We've got to run Possum Pets, and let's do that right now, and then we'll do what's for dinner.
Frederick County Animal Shelter and Good Morning Frederick proudly present Possum Pets. Sponsored by Pet and Home Care. Now let's meet today's adorable adoptable pet.
Meet Blue, this week's Pet of the Week. Blue is a handsome 5-year-old Labrador Retriever mix. He arrived at the shelter through no fault of his own, but rather his owner's work schedule changed and she no longer felt she had time for Blue. Blue shows no signs of slowing down. He loves to be active and would make an excellent hiking or walking companion. He also has good manners and already knows a few commands. Blue shared his previous home with kids and reacts favorably to the other dogs at the shelter. Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center is open Monday through Saturday. If you're interested in Blue or any other animal at the shelter, please make a reservation at visitfcac.as.me or give us a call at 301-600-1546 and we would be happy to make that reservation for you.
Want to thank Pet and Home Care. They have been in business since 1999, taking care of all your needs, whether now they do grooming too with Green Canine, but kenneling, dog walking, and overnight care as well. petandhomecare.com. And we think that they're doing good in the neighborhood. Well, we think, of course, Frederick County Animal Control is doing good in the neighborhood. We want to thank Dublin Roasters, the Frederick Coffee House fueled by love and positivity. Visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or at DublinRoastersCoffee.com. All right, it is time for What's for Dinner. What's for dinner? Common Market makes delicious ready-to-bake pizzas, freshly created pies, and more. Everything they make is fresh, healthy, and ready to go. Common Market, your locally owned grocery and cafe. Stop by one of 2 locations in Frederick, Buckystown Pike and 7th Street, or commonmarket.coop. I'm in the back of Common Market, right on 7th Street. I'm with Susan Schulman. She is the marketing director. And Anthony, you are the bakery manager.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How long have you been baking? Not today or here, but just in life.
In life, I started when I was about 16. I went to vocational school through high school. I've been doing it ever since.
Like CTC, like that
CTC
program?
here in Frederick County, yeah.
That is a great program, that culinary
Shout out
program.
to Margie
So that's
Liddick.
where you
Yeah,
started.
That's where I started.
Yeah. And look at you now.
Yeah, been
I love
here
it.
now 14 years.
14
Yeah,
years.
so.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. And Anthony still is involved with CTC very heavily. He volunteers for them, and he's leading a big field trip program
Coming in January,
3rd,
yes.
right?
Yep, they're all
Well,
coming to
what a
visit.
great thing for the students to see what they're doing today can absolutely impact their lives.
Yes, if they stick with it and pursue it, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, so you guys bake a lot of your stuff, well, the stuff that you make it all here.
We make it just about everything here in-house.
Wow.
From cookies to cheesecakes that we're going to show you today, vegan options, vegan cakes.
And do you get to come up with like what?
I come up with a lot of it.
Oh, very
Also with
nice.
help from my coworkers and other people, we do a little
People
recipe.
vote like I really
Yes,
like that.
we definitely do. Recently we did eggnog eclairs. And so we had to choose the chocolate that went on top. So everybody got to try either white chocolate or dark chocolate. So it's
They come up with a lot of fun seasonal items. Whoopie
voting
pies.
process.
We have a gingerbread whoopie pie right now.
Yep.
Oh, that's nice too. And this is great. Look, if you're going somewhere to a party or you're entertaining, how much easier is it that you can pick it up here? Now, should people call ahead to order, or how does that work?
People can call ahead to order. We have a catering phone number on our website. We also have a pre-order page that's open right now for some cafe and bakery items and some meat items.
Okay.
So people can do that as well. But yeah, these guys are baking every day and keeping the shelves stocked through the month of December for whatever holiday needs you've got.
All right, so today we are doing, what did you say,
This is a cranberry orange cheesecake.
Oh my
So
Lord.
this is the one we do for the winter time.
Mhm.
Just coming out of Thanksgiving, we had pumpkin cheesecake, so we change it seasonally.
Yes, I had that pumpkin cheesecake. I actually also had the gluten-free version.
Yeah, so
which
they're
I
all made with a
actually
gluten-free
preferred.
crust. So they're all technically gluten-free.
Every
the cheesecakes that
every
we
cheesecake.
make. Yeah, the
Okay.
vegan
We have a
option
vegan
and
option
the,
and a dairy option.
Oh, maybe that's what I had, was the vegan. It
Yeah,
was the
the
vegan,
vegan
one.
pumpkin cheesecake,
That's
yeah.
what I tried, and I was like, that is really good.
Yeah, lots of
love it.
flavors. All the ingredients that we use are organic, and so organic doesn't mean calorie free,
No.
unfortunately.
No.
But it is free of all those chemicals and things that you don't want to be putting in your body.
How many of these do you make at a time? Because I saw that walk-in oven. Like you,
Oh yeah.
how many can you fit in there?
We can fit quite a few in there. When we make a batch of cheesecakes, typically we make about 20 at a time.
Okay.
And then we will frost a number of those for the sales floor, and then we have special orders that people can call in or that we get online. So we do quite a bit, especially at Thanksgiving time.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pies,
Yes.
hundreds
Yeah.
of pies.
I bet. All right, we're going to let you frost, and then I'm
Cool.
going to ask you some questions, but I'm going to get over here so we can
Absolutely.
actually see what you're doing.
So this is orange cheesecake base, and then in a graham cracker crust, and then a little bit of fresh whipped cream that I just whipped up.
That's okay. I always heard cheesecakes were hard to make. Are they?
They're not very hard to make.
Oh.
No, it's just you
Maybe
just
the
got to
people
know
who made
when
them
not
wanted
to.
extra credit for what they were doing, but
You just got to know when not to overbake.
oh well,
your
that's it. So
cheesecake,
they're
right?
finicky.
Yeah,
They're
these are a little bit easier because it's in like a pie form.
Okay.
We don't do a large
Oh, like if you were doing one of those
thick
big
cheesecake.
solid.
So
Yes,
back
yes,
at
yes.
another bakery I used to work at, we did them all day in a proof box that we have, so it stays at one temperature. If you don't have that at home, obviously you want to do it in like a water bath.
Okay.
That moisture will help it from cracking.
Yeah.
Yep. And then just leave it sit in the oven and finish cooking. A lot of
Gotcha.
times it'll tell you to turn it off and just let it sit.
Okay.
So it's like a custard almost.
So you make your cream fresh, obviously.
Yes, that is whipped cream, Maplehoff whipped cream that we get in from a company called Lancaster that's pretty local.
Okay.
And then that's just whipped cream and sugar. And then I'm going to top it with a cranberry compote that we make here. So made in
that
house.
looks
These are fresh
amazing.
cranberries, whole fresh cranberries that we cook down with a little bit of orange zest and some orange juice and sugar.
So, you know, cranberries are having a rush in sales because of that TikTok trend of the, have
Oh,
you seen the candied
I haven't
cranberries?
tried them, but I've seen them.
I did
yeah.
try them actually. I tried the powdered sugar one. They actually weren't bad. I have never in my life eaten the cranberry out of the bag, ever.
Oh, really?
No,
Very
never.
tart.
Yeah, they are tart, but they do this thing where you put the powdered sugar on, and they were not bad. They look not nearly as good as this. Not nearly as good. So, can people request if they were to special order like a particular flavor of pie or cake or no? Is that what?
We do seasonally just because
Right,
that's a little
it's
bit
easier. Yeah,
more
yeah.
easier to maintain, and we don't have,
Yeah, you're not a personal baker.
Right. Right.
you're the baker for Common Market.
We will hopefully be expanding some of our programs down the road, and to be able to offer like custom cakes and stuff like that. We just haven't gotten to that infrastructure yet, so hopefully down the road.
Yeah. What's the favorite? What is your favorite thing to bake? Like if you're at home and you think I want to make something special for my family or
I'm
friends.
at home and I'm baking.
Are we in trouble?
Yeah. That's like doing work, you know. You don't want to go home.
Right.
My brother's a stylist. He does hair.
I was just
but
gonna
he
say,
doesn't
it's like
wanna
cutting
come
hair,
Cut
right,
my hair
right.
after he gets off work.
Yeah. You're done. You're done and spent.
But
you give your all right here
I
in
do,
this kitchen.
every day.
14 years.
Yep, 14 years.
I love it.
And then for our slices that we serve on the sales floor, we're just going to leave it like this and slice it.
Yep.
Just because it's a little easier to fit in the package. But when we do a whole one, we'll put a border
Oh,
on it
right,
to make it look nice for everybody for their holidays.
That makes sense.
So we're just going to put a little
I love
border
the pie.
on
Look
here.
at that. My hands are never that steady.
So pretty.
It is so pretty. It is so pretty. And what a perfect thing to take if you're going somewhere for the holidays and you want to impress your host or hostess.
There we go.
You can take a pie like cranberry orange.
Yep, and we also make this one in a vegan option, like you said. So it's the same orange cheesecake base that's vegan, and then we top it with a vegan cranberry buttercream. So it's still the same compote. We just make it with a frosting to be able to make it look nice
very
and pink
nice.
and festive. I actually was going to cut some for you if you'd
yeah.
like to try it.
I will never say no.
Let me grab my little. This is my little even cake marker. This is so we get even slices every time. So we just mark that, and then we cut.
That is smart.
Cut along those lines.
I always look like when I start cutting, I'm like, oh, that's pretty. Oh, no, it's not. No, no, it's not. All right. Susan and I love to do the taste testing.
Yep. And when you're
That's what I'm really good at. We're doing all of our expertise.
That's right.
Here.
All right, Dani, it's
All
all
right.
you.
All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
I hope you like it.
Oh yeah, look at that. That is a beautiful piece of pie. Oh my gosh. All right. Here we go. Oh, I love when the crust crunches like that.
It's a little crunchy,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Oh, that is so good.
Thank
It's like
you.
you get the tart of the cranberry, but the offset,
Sweetness.
the orange is really, it's like a mild, but you kind of get that
Yep,
back.
it's a little bit of orange, just a little bit of orange extract,
Yeah.
but it's not overpowering
No,
orange. Or,
it complements really
Great,
well. I don't
thank
think
you.
I've ever had orange and cranberry together though.
Really? Oh yeah. So it's a pretty popular flavor around this time. We also do cranberry orange scones.
Yeah.
Cranberry white chocolate go really well
Yeah.
together. We do a cookie with that now.
Yeah. What a nice difference though to take with for the holidays, and beautiful to boot.
So it is gluten-free. It's a gluten-free crust. The vegan one is gluten-free and vegan as well. So
Okay.
yeah, and we have plenty of other options of stuff,
Yeah.
available every day.
Very good.
Yeah.
This is the Common Market, of course, Buckystown Pike. 7th Street is where we are today. Come by and get a pie on your way out for the holidays. You don't have to plan anything. You just come on in. How many do you guys typically have in like your...
Oh, on display out there, we typically have anywhere from 2 to 4 daily. So,
Okay.
But even still, we have more back here. We can always whip you one up.
Okay, and if you really want to make sure what you want is here, you can go on and pre-order and then you come and pick it up. That way you got it set. But otherwise, I like to kind of shop the case and see what looks good for me at the time. So come on by the Common Market. Open to everyone, but you can also become an owner. $200 for life. And you can be an actual owner of the Common Market, as many of the employees are here and hundreds of other people right here in Frederick since 1974. And I'm older than that too. That's kind of sad, but there you go. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Oh, I want to thank the Common Market for that. Delicious orange cranberry pie cheesecake. Well, that's really cheesecake, not pie, but dessert. We got to love it. All right, it is the moment you've all been waiting for. Let me grab it. This is what many of you are waiting to find out, who the winner is of this beautiful, oh, I should light it up, wreath. Well, I can't figure out where the thing is right now. All right, the beautiful wreath. The winner is Lori Rosian. Lori Rosian, congratulations. You've won the Maryland Lottery $100 worth of scratch-offs wreath. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys join me tomorrow. We've always got goodies for you, though. Even tomorrow, you can text in and win. Thank you guys. Have an awesome day. And remember, let's get out there and let's be great, Frederick.